Hi ladies, it's Karen. I have a couple of small projects to share, like Valentine's projects, and then a small haul if there's time. So the first thing I wanted to share was this little heart-shaped box, and I had picked this up at Joann's quite a while ago and finally decided to work with it. I'll show you the whole box. So the first thing I did with this box was to paint it in that vintage white. It's almost like a creamy color acrylic paint. You can see better on the bottom there, that color. And then I went over it with my crackle medium, and then I went over that with this pink acrylic paint, and the crackling came out really sweet. I just crackled the top of the box. I didn't crackle the whole box, but I thought it came out really, really sweet. And then I whitewashed it a little bit more along these sides of the lid with the cream paint, or maybe that's gesso, I forgot, because I painted it a couple of days ago. And then for the bottom of the box, I added these feet that Marcia had sent me, these marbles, and I need to get more of these because I think these are my last 3. But I added these for feet, and then I added this. The first thing I added was this cording, and it's kind of like a shoelace cording here that I'd gotten at Hobby Lobby. That it's a white cording, and I put that all the way around. And then I took this pretty like Chinese braid trim that Louisa had sent me, and I put that all the way around. And then I added this pleated trim from Hobby Lobby, and then added some of the pink flatback pearls on top of it. And I just thought it came out really sweet. I thought it came out really sweet. And then so for the top of the box, the first thing I added were these pretty pearls that Louisa had just sent me. And they're not flat back, they're like regular pearls. So I trimmed all the way around the heart. And then I added this pretty spray that Olga, Matte Stamper 64, had sent me. Thank you so much for this, Olga. It was perfect for this box. So I added it. And then I just took some of my pink gardenias, and I forgot, I believe these are from I Am Roses, and this little pink and cream rose here, and added those. And then I added some of these little white roses from my stash, and then these little tiny ones from I Am Roses. I slipped in that little pink acrylic heart that you can get at the dollar store. It's some of that table scatter. I don't know if you could even see it, but right there. And this little bling heart is from Stephanie. She's Brown Baby Craftaholic, a piece of that trim that she had sent me. And a couple more pink. This pink rose was from my stash. I added this dove, which I had gotten a pack of these from Joann's in the wedding section, and they have like a little glitter on them. And I put a little piece of pink, what do you call it, like a little tiny rosette there so that the bird can set on it. And then I added my stickles. I put some stickles on my finger, and I rubbed it around this and some of those hearts. I just thought it came out really sweet. I put some stickles on the leaf drooping down here. So I think the box came out really cute. Then I painted the inside of the box as well. And these are some flowers that I made the other night. I was playing with that pink burlap that I got at Hobby Lobby and some of that lace material, and I was making some lollipop flowers. And this is one of them. I used the little button from my bag of buttons to for the center. I did this one, little white rose in the middle of that one. Some of that mesh bling I put, or not bling, that ribbon mesh that I like so much in the middle of that. And then I did this one, and see, look, it came out all wonkish and stuff. Yeah, flowers are hard for me. I don't know why. I just have a hard time making flowers. But there you go. I gave it a try. Oh well. So that was one little project, and then I had made another coffee sleeve, and I had made this sleeve to go around this bag, but this bag is too wide for this sleeve, so yeah. But anyway, this is another coffee sleeve that I had done. I covered this one in this paper, and I'm sorry, I did this a couple of days ago too, so I can't really remember what this paper is from. But I used my modeling paste and I mixed it with this gray silverish color, and I used my Art Is script stencil to get that effect there. I tore it a little bit here so my ribbon mesh would show, really cute. I lined the whole thing with the eyelash, what do you call that? Eyelash fiber or whatever, and then went over it with the half-back pearls. I tore it here and put a little piece of music paper underneath. This heart here, I used my punch and took it out of a vintage music sheet. I used a little bit of modeling paste on it and on the front side here, if you could see that. Then I freehand cut this heart from a piece of canvas, and then I distressed it with my fired brick. I put some burlap fibers underneath it so that they were poking out. I just thought it was kind of cool. I used these gold leaves from a stem that I have as wings coming out of this felt heart here. The vintage image here, of course, is from the Cane Company ephemera pack, and I went over her with stickles. Then I used a little piece of this trim or stem that I'd had. Added a little acrylic heart, flower there, and a little pink rose there. I went over everything with some gesso, and gave it a real vintage look. I thought it came out kind of cool. And I thought the Art Is the stenciling with it's like a metallic silver paint, so I thought that came out really neat. It went with the paper really nice. So that's another one. I'm gonna have to repack a little baggie that will actually fit inside the sleeve. So that's another one. And then I was talking to Alex. She is Ms. McCabe here on YouTube. She's a sweetheart. And she was showing me some of those wooden puzzle pieces, you know, like the one that Luisa Diaz had given me in my recent swap. They're like big wooden pieces. And she's been altering them. And so I had asked, the other day, I had asked my husband, I asked Joe to stop at the dollar store and pick me up a child's wooden puzzle. And I had to repeat that like 3 times. A child's wooden puzzle. Yes, I want a wooden puzzle. And it has to be wooden with the big pieces, yeah. But anyway, so he had stopped at the Dollar General, and this is, I already opened it so you can't see, but this is the one that has all the Disney puzzles inside of it, the Disney princesses puzzles inside of it. And the box opens like this, and see, these puzzle pieces are very cool. They're wooden. Hold on, I'm gonna shut this light a little bit. See if that doesn't help. Sorry. So it has these little, you know, wooden pieces in it. Really very cool to alter and everything. So, so I really appreciated him stopping. And then, this is a little $2 bag that I had gotten at Joann's. It's really cute. So this is what I decided to put in, what I'm going to keep in mind. I'm going to keep things to make charms similar to those Art Cakes, you know. So I took some of those puzzle pieces and I asked my husband to put one of these screw eyes. These are the Tim Holtz screw eyes. So I asked him if he could, you know, put one inside my puzzle pieces. And he said he couldn't put one on this end because, you know, the wood tends to split a little bit and it just wasn't working on this end. So, but he was able to put it on these flat, on the flat sides. See? So really, really cool. So the point is, you know, so I can alter these and turn them into charms, you know. I could put, because this is a straight edge, I could, you know, after I alter it and do some fun stuff to it, you know, I could trim out the top with a little bit of lace or just whatever, you know. So he put a screw eye on some of my puzzle pieces, if you could see that, and on this one. And I'm not sure if I'm going to sand down this size or just this side or cover it with gesso or what, but I'm probably going to work with this side, so I'm not sure. I've only gotten as far as the screw eyes. And then I had gotten that pack of the bingo markers from Michael's, when the Tim Holtz bingo markers, when they went on clearance. So I asked my husband to do the same thing, put some screw eyes in the bingo markers, right? You know, so I could make charms out of these and incorporate them into some Art Cake-like things. And, you know, for one of them I asked him to put an eye on both sides. And he did this like with his hands. He just put it in there, and my husband's strong. He just put it in there and screwed it. Very cool. And this is a vintage bingo marker that I'd gotten in my vintage rack from Lisa. So it doesn't have anything on it. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to making, I don't know, some kind of charms or whatever. I picked these up at Joann's the other day, and I haven't opened them, but if you could see, I know there's a glare, but there's a lot of cool, bigger type beads in here, and I thought these might be fun beads to use in an Art Cake-like charm, you know? So we'll see. There's a little bead there. It looks like there's a brick stenciling on it or something, and there's a little blingy one, and you know, whatever. I'm going to play with it and see what happens. Let's see. And then I was at when I was at Joann's, every time I go to Joann's, I've asked them if the Tim Holtz tattered floral die, the long narrow one, is in, because they've been out for months and months and months and months. So it's almost become like habit for me to ask if it's in, you know, whenever the Sizzix is on sale. And this last week, the Sizzix were on sale, and I asked them, and yay, they had it. So I picked this up. So it was $11.99, and it punches out all these flowers and leaves, all these different sizes. So that's going to be really cool to play with. I think paper flowers is going to be my thing, not fabric flowers. Oh, and then I went to Hobby Lobby, and this is a new sticker sheet that I hadn't seen before. All these cameos. It's by the Paper Studio, so it was half off. It was only $1. I picked up another one for a friend. Isn't that sweet? Really super sweet. And then these sprays were on clearance, $2.15. It's walnut ink, and it comes with this like mossy green and then this terracotta color. And these are really nice to spray. They're really nice vintage colors, and the base is a walnut ink. So, very cool. Then they had this washi tape, or washi tape on clearance for $2.39. This is going to a friend as well. And then this large bottle cap was 71 cents. So yeah, I bought it. And then Hydro. And then I found this new paper pack. It's by Authentique. It's called Nostalgic Essentials. And it says it has wood green ledgers, fleur-de-lis, newsprints, and music notes. So all of our favorite, all of my favorites anyway. So I picked it up, and I'll just share it real quick because the paper was half off. So I didn't need the paper, but I love this paper. So wood grain. It's like a grid type deal. It's all distressed perfectly. Authentique paper is excellent paper. I mean, the quality is just really quite cool. I like that one. It's another script paper, very cool. So I'm thinking there's a cool one. I'm going to use this paper to cut out my flowers with that die I just showed you. And I think it'll be really cool. With all these colors, it'll kind of look like the printery flowers, you know, Prima printery flowers. So, look at that. Is that not excellent? And that one, the wood grain, cool. These birds are so sweet. More ledger paper, perfect. Pink text paper, newsprint paper, perfect. Fleur-de-lis, that's all right. Music sheets. Whoops. More ledger paper, I really like that. Music paper with the text paper underneath, that's cool. Red fleur-de-lis, I like that. I like red. Red music paper, I love this sheet. And text paper with the red print, that's cool. That's excellent for Valentine's. And another ledger sheet, and this one. So I was really, oh, there's more. Another ledger, another wood grain, another text. Yeah, so I was really happy with this. It's called Nostalgic Essentials, and I'm going to use this die to make a bunch of flowers, and yeah, maybe they'll come out looking like almanac, Prima almanac, or printery flowers. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, ladies. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon.